York Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set, 50, plant. 2 low, 30-61, match box, lock to go.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Mike, check, 59. Quit talking about it.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, wahoo! Yeah. Watch the curve. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Hey,
From the gun, Lawrence. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the double. Mike, 57. Hey, watch. Blue jaw Corker. Check. Mike. Ready.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. On second down, Johnson. 38 yards on the scamper there.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first.
2nd and 4 at the Jets' 11-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Back.
And his throw here's incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. On 3rd down, Johnson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 36. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Hey, Foxtrot. He's checking crap.
2nd and 1. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, 46 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Off play action, Lawrence.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Second and 14. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. General West. Let's leave him.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to let this one go. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 15. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
61, matchbox right.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. He takes this for 3 to the 29. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
70, Indy. Ready?
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Blue draw forfeit.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Hank's almost going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. That was 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, 1st down. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Another try on 2nd down with Gurley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Come on, fellas.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 19, you ain't going nowhere. Hey. Mike 19, I'll get him.
2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup.
Five.
Third and 1.
Yep. 57's right. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he finds McLaurin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line.
X3, 218, chopper. Hurry. Hey, wahoo. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
49, check 49. Mike 19. Hey,
2nd and 3. They'll get this complete to Batson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yo, faster. Hey, Hayward.
He'll look to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At the 10-yard line.
Slam. Yo, go. 5.
2nd and 9 now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Terry McLaurin. Incomplete. It's now 3rd down.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Smalls. No. Check 24. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, exit. Go.
He'll look to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Cameron Batson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
61, matchbox lights. Watch the run, watch the run.
Back to throw here. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Hey! Bravo! Yeah!
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again they run with Gurley. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Ready. 50, plant. Come on. Switch. 5.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. This is taken at the 18. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, Give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Look at me, zipper! Greystone travel. Deep river, deep river.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
218, chop. Hit it.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Khan, 132 fighter. Hey, echo. Go.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Hey. Pilot, 64, weak. Off the screen.
Looking to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
He's not going to get me. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. General West, smooth. Yep. 57. They gonna need some therapy out here. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, Charlie. Now. 57. I smell fear in that.
They'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Todd Gurley taking it in. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
High 7. Begin.
On first down, it dropped to throw. Going up top. And now here's another interception. Picked off down at the 2. What a nightmarish. He's having now 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
To throw from his end zone. Lawrence. He gets it to Gurley. Complete. It's a loss of 2. Now third down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The Jets on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12.
Hey, Zoo.
Watch the backer. Hey, 25 to Mike.
Hit it.
From the gun, Lawrence. He's going to wind up in air. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 42 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue.
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
He's checking.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
50 seconds to Mike. It's going to be
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The open man is Westbrook. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Gain of 13 yards. It's now 3rd and 2.
Back to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. 60 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He got 29 yards that time. Back to throw. Lawrence. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here's Johnson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike, 57.
They'll look to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back to throw now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check, check. Lefty, 1-2, check. Over. 22. Check. Over. 57, Mike. Mike, 57.
They'll set up a throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Now back to throw. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
5, 2.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their